Hello there. This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have a new reveal of behind the scenes for the Ahsoka show into the regards of Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who is playing Hera Syndulla in the live action Ahsoka show, as she did seemingly receive some of the perfect advice from one iconic Star Wars actor. We're gonna go ahead and hop right on into it. In this video we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As a read, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who has received some great advice from another major Star Wars actor after landing her role as Hera Syndulla in the Ahsoka show. Hera is a leading general in the New Republic and a close friend to both Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren. Winstead's character was first introduced in the animated show Star Wars Rebels, where Hera was instead voiced by actress Vanessa Marshall. So far though, however, in Ahsoka, Winstead's Hera has been a key ally in the former Jedi's mission. The general also successfully has pushed both the titular hero and Sabine back together so that the duo can try their master and apprentice relationship once again. So, back at Star Wars Celebration earlier this year, Ahsoka actress Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who plays Hera Syndulla, revealed that she got some perfect advice from her husband before taking on the part. For those that don't know, Winstead is actually married to the one and only Ewan McGregor, who is best known for his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequels and in the recent Disney Plus show Obi-Wan Kenobi. At the big Star Wars convention, ScreenRant.com asked Winstead if her husband offered any advice after she landed the big role. The actress shared that he told her to just enjoy it, and McGregor noted how it is such a special experience to be a part of something that means so much to so many people, saying that, in quote, "I mean, I don't know that he gave me any advice necessarily other than to just enjoy it, because he just told me about what a special experience it is to get to be a part of something that means so much to so many people, and that already is proving true just from being here today." Ending that quote right there, while also speaking to Entertainment Weekly at Star Wars Celebration earlier this year. Winstead had elaborated on how her husband was happy and excited for her to just get an iconic role in the Star Wars universe, saying that, in quote, "He was just so happy and excited for me. He really was. He's just like, there's just nothing else like being embraced by this community and being a part of it. It's just such a special thing." Ending that quote right there. Really think I have to agree with Ewan McGregor on this. I mean, being a part of the Star Wars franchise and universe, especially as such an iconic character of Hera Syndulla, somebody that's already pre-established, I think, at that, has to be such a special thing. And really, the only advice that you can take in is to just enjoy the experience and let the rest kind of flow on with it. Although, at the same time, Ewan McGregor told Entertainment Weekly online that in the end, Winstead doesn't need any advice from him, saying that, in a quote, "She doesn't need any advice from me, but it was kind of cool that when it came up and she was starting to think about it, we thought it was amazing to both be in this world together," he said. "It's something that will always be with us. It's not something that ever goes away." Ending that quote right there. I really believe this to be quite humbling coming from Ewan McGregor, such an iconic character within the Star Wars franchise, for one thing, but also just saying that, like, she is doing her own thing. She's in her kind of own world, I think, at that is kind of what he's getting at. She doesn't need any advice from him, if for anything, and that she is going to pull off an amazing job for her role in the Ahsoka show, and I believe that she's been doing spectacular so far in Ahsoka. I just need more of her, really, quite honestly. And so, while also speaking about the character to Screen Rant, Mary Elizabeth Winstead also shared how Hera's grown a lot, both as a general and her maternal side, saying that, in quote, "She's grown a lot. I mean, we get to see her in her element as a general, kind of leading an army and being such a strong and commanding leader, but also she has grown into this maternal side of her as well, which we get to see in the show, and how she is guiding those that are younger than her in the way that she kind of always has." And that was a great combination, I think, to get to bring to her. I mean, that quote right there, of course, describing some of that character growth, that like empty space that we see last time we saw Hera Syndulla at the end of Star Wars Rebels, taking place before the events of the original trilogy, and now seeing her after those events. A lot has gone on, a lot has changed for her overall character, not just on like the war side of things and the general side of things, really, quite honestly, but also like humanizing the character of like a maternal side, like a mother-like figure, and I love seeing that so far with her and Jacen Syndulla. But really, overall, like a big takeaway here from this article of just seeing that, like, it's like a family thing almost, It really, quite honestly, is a family thing for Ewan McGregor and Mary Elizabeth Winstead, both being in Star Wars, having that opportunity to play such iconic characters in the franchise. And then also with seeing like that advice that he has to offer up to her, which really isn't anything. Like, he just is kind of saying, go out there, have fun with it, enjoy it. That's your main takeaway. That's what you're really going to get out of this here in this whole opportunity of being in Star Wars, is to just enjoy it. If you enjoyed it at the end of the day, that's what really matters. And I really quite honestly think that is really perfect. I mean, thinking about it, if I was cast into Star Wars for whatever role, I mean, playing a background extra stormtrooper or something of that nature, for crying out loud, I would just go in there and enjoy it. You don't stress about it, you don't overthink it or anything of that nature. And then, as I had also mentioned a little bit earlier on in this video, of just how humbling I think it is coming from Ewan McGregor, being such a legacy character, I think, to a point, being in the prequels and then having his own Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus show at the same time as well. It's a humbling thing coming from Ewan McGregor, of course. This here all being said, the big question: could Obi-Wan Kenobi and Hera ever actually meet, like, in universe? Sadly, since Obi-Wan Kenobi is dead, it's unlikely that Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Ewan McGregor will ever share a scene in Star Wars. Even flashbacks would be difficult, given the short amount of time between the end of Rebels and the start of A New Hope. Then again, never say never. Furthermore, there wouldn't really be any reason for Hera to seek out Obi-Wan in the first place, or vice versa. Maybe if they just ironically cross paths. Although, seeing that the Obi-Wan Kenobi show takes place like right around the same time as Star Wars Rebels, or much rather earlier on in Star Wars Rebels, before the events of Star Wars Rebels, actually thinking about it, it's a possibility. If they did an Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2, let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. And so, while Hera might not cross paths with McGregor's Jedi on screen, Lucasfilm can always find a way to bring back Winston's daughter as well, Esther Rose McGregor. She previously played Daya Spice Peddler Tatha Grigg in Obi-Wan Kenobi. While the role was basically a cameo at that leaves plenty of room for any creative talent to use the character however they see fit for another story. And unlike Obi-Wan, Tatha Grigg could still be alive by the time that story ever rolls around. Then there's Hera's in-universe family, aka Kanan and Jarrus, who died at the end of Rebels. Many fans are hoping that Ahsoka can find some type of way to include a flashback so that the two get a moment in live action. This would be especially fitting since their child, Jacen, plays a role in the show alongside with his mother. This here all being said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.